just finishing her up. Gonna shade in a little bit here around the edges with my Marabou art crayon that I've been digging on lately. And just give it a little bit of that all too familiar Shawn shading around the edges. Alright, looks pretty good. Alright, so the base of this is just really a bunch of random stuff that I had laying around just in a pile of scraps, but all kind of pertain to possibly a journey, and so that's kind of why I used them. There's postcard back here and some of the postcard stamp here, and then just some writing like letters. This is a name and address page back here, so lots of really cool things in the background that I just love. And then I did just a really simple wash over the top. I didn't take it off, I just left it on, leaving the brush strokes to kind of mimic the sky. And I used phthalo turquoise, Prussian blue hue, and cobalt turquoise. These two are deco art and this one's golden. And I used glazing medium. And just kind of did a variation of variegated, anyway, all the way kind of up to the top, making it kind of light and dark. And then just used some stencils, some are new and some are old. I used the vines stencil for down here. I just love that. Love that one. I did this one. This is the border because it reminded me of a road or maybe a tire track or something like that to kind of bring my story together. And then trees 2 stencil, and the night sky. And that just kind of pulled it all together, and I just love how this turned out. I used some greens. Let's see, what did I use? Oh, I used Terra Verde. This is Soho. These, I'm not sure where, I'll look these up to see where you could get that if you're interested in that. And then just some avocado for the leaves and the trees. White, titanium white, and silver. Oh yeah, silver. I used Deco Arts metallic silver. You can just barely see it. It didn't come up real well because it's pretty transparent. But there are just certain spots that it kind of is grayish silvery. So I love it. Love. I did some shading with my charcoal pencil. It filled in the trees and stuff like that, and then used a gel pen for around the tops to kind of make a few of the stars stand out. And that's it. It was pretty simple and straightforward, easy peasy. And so the saying is, your beautiful journey begins when you have the courage to face your fears. Oh man. So true, so true. And that's part of this, my journey of creating a beautiful story. Too often for me, and I'm sure for you, but for me, my fears keep me from doing some of the things that could be a beautiful story or be part of my journey. And I'm locked up with the fear. And so, for instance, and I'll have some pictures on the website for you guys, took a trip, sick and all, took a trip to Boston to see my sisters. And most of you know my story of me finding my sisters, and so we're still in the process of building our relationship. And so anytime that we have a chance to get together, it's sacred time, and it's wonderful time. And even though I was sick, I decided we're going to go and be on this journey together with my sisters and build memories and things like that. And a couple of things that we did some sightseeing throughout the city of Boston. Boston's one of my favorite places, and so we try to go to a new place every time. One of the places we went to was like an old fortress that they used to guard the Boston Harbor. And so we were taking a tour, and there's this scaffolding part that you have to go across to get to the other side to see the most fabulous view. But the scaffolding is see-through, and I am terrified of heights. I felt like I'm gonna throw up. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. And so I'm walking across this narrow little bit of what would be kind of a ledge, just to kind of like trying to be as normal as possible, and talking myself through, like, you just keep going, just one more step, we're almost there, we can get across, we can do it. And I made it across, and then there was that majestic view of the Boston Harbor. And if I had let my fear stop me, I wouldn't have never been able to be a part of that with my sisters. Just being able to have that in my memory bank. I didn't let the fear stop me. I talked my way through it. Then we went on to, the next day, went to the White Mountains, and there's like a 2-mile hike trail, which 2 miles isn't much, but it's in this gorge, and part of the trail is, again, you're on like this railing steps, like nailed into the side of the rock of the gorge. So you're actually over the water. It is amazing. But again, for a person who's terrified of heights, there was at least half of our time there was in this situation. And again, I'll have some pictures for you, but I had to really talk myself through that one, because that one was, and I was trying to get some pictures, and I just couldn't get close to the edge. I got as close as I possibly could, but I still made it, and I still did it, and the laughter and the fun and the time that we shared together as sisters, and my husband was there, and just, it's so meaningful and so much a part of my journey. And I didn't let that fear stop me. And so I want to ask you today, what fear is stopping you from the beautiful journey that you want to create, the beautiful story that you want to create? What is it that's stopping you? And you can make it through if you take one step at a time and talk yourself through. Maybe you have to see a counselor for that fear. Whatever it is, you can handle it and deal with it and tackle it one little tiny bit at a time. Even if you have to hang on tight to a railing like I did the entire time that we did that gorge walk, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. And that is half of the battle. You have to believe in yourself and in you to be able to make it through the fear and be able to experience all of the meaning and wonder and beauty that is meant for you, that beautiful story, that beautiful journey that you're meant to be on, that we're all meant to be on. I pray that you will face whatever fear it is that's keeping you from doing that today, right now, this hour. All right, lovies. Check out the blog. You can see all the pictures. It's simply gorgeous. You won't even, it's like this hidden gem way back in the mountains. It's stunning. All right, lovies. I hope your Sunday is awesome. And I hope that you take stock and look at the fears that are holding you back. And I hope that you know I believe in you and that you are always, always loved.